Good morning, everybody. Good morning to you all, and happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. Today is August 9th. Hope that you are all doing well. Your summer has been going pretty smoothly. Summer is winding down. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It is that time of the year. I posted a video a little while ago on why August is a stressful month, and I hope you all check that one out. And hopefully, it's not too stressful for you. Greg Angello here on Planet One Radio. It is nice to be back with you. Probably nobody caught it yesterday, but I had called in to my radio buddy up in Detroit at WPON at AM. I think it's 1460. So I called him at 5 o'clock. He's on the air. Martin is on the air between 4 and 6. And I was sitting doing some work on a project, in a turf project that I was doing. And I looked down, it was just about 5 o'clock. And so I'm like, I'm just going to call him. I'm just going to call into the station. So I called in, had the microphone and all that. And so we had a really nice banter back and forth for about 30 minutes or so. And he gave me an opportunity to go on there and, let everybody know what I'm doing here in North Carolina, even in real estate, phone number, if you're looking to move down here, give us a call and all that, and as well as with our turf company, with Southern Turf Company. So that was great. So I got that information out there. Martin is a great guy. I really, really appreciate the opportunities that he has gives me. So hope that you are all doing well. A lot of things that are going on right now. I have been in the groove with Southern Turf now for about 2 weeks, and I've already have two deals that are done. One is not too bad. It's a pretty large deal. We're doing completely front yard and backyard. And then I have another one that is in a really nice area. It's a uh, beautiful community up in the Denver, North Carolina area. It's called Trilogy. Trilogy is a 55 plus community, and they have everything. They've got swimming pools, they got restaurants, they've got everything you can imagine pretty much there. And it is a great place. If you haven't checked it out and you're looking to get in there, I don't know if there's any opportunities to get in there, but just in case, you can let me know. If you're looking, 55 plus communities are really, really nice. Doesn't mean that, you everybody has to be 55 or over to get in there, but 55 is young, right? 55 is young. I have to say that. I turned 63 about 9 days ago, 10 days ago. I turned 63. So uh, I may go in there and I go, I don't know if we can let you in. That would be really nice to hear. All right. So that is going on. I've got two more projects that I'm working on right now. I've got two appointments today. We'll see how those go. But I've got one pretty large project that I'm working on. It's in the Matthews area. Very, very interesting backyard, huge sloping down. They had a lot of problems when they were trying to figure out how to, configure the backyard. So they put in a really beautiful pool, swimming pool, an in-ground pool, which is actually above their baseline of their backyard. So they're looking to do some turf. So what we're going to do, which one thing that Southern Turf does, is that we'll go in there and we'll do a rendering. We'll do a 3D rendering project for that customer. Now, we don't do it for everybody, but usually if the project is 20,000 or more, then we'll have the architectural team design that in 3D and give them an idea of what we can do for them from a turf perspective, even if they want to have a putting green put in there as well. So I think that's really unique. It gives customers a really good, focal point, a viewpoint on what their backyard could look like, just other than just me going back there and, saying, well, this can go here and that can go there. So it's a great opportunity for customers to get their ideas out in full focus for that. So appreciate that very much. And I would love to have an opportunity to talk to you. We know that a lot of people are going more towards the artificial turf, especially down here in North Carolina. A lot of issues with the the grass and weeds and bugs. Especially, you get a lot of bugs down here in the grass in and of itself, and also for your pets too. Right? Think about that. Your dogs are out there. There could be some weeding, some weeds, things in there that are growing that you don't know about. They could be dogs like to eat stuff. I know that my chows, when they're out there, they go into some certain spots and try to eat the grass or whatever it is. So it's not good because then they get sick, and then got to discharge all that, and you got to deal with all that. So the artificial turf, especially for pets, is great for them. They're not going to be dealing with muddy paws, and it's easy to clean up. Just rinse things off as well. And we have a great antibacterial um, bedding that we use on our turf products. We have two big ones. We have a Palm Coast pet and a Asheville pet that is great for turf greens for pets. All right. So we appreciate that. 704 277 1898 is my direct number. You can reach out to me for that, or anything else that's going on with you in real estate. We'll be more than happy to help you. I am also talking to some other broker owners here. I'm talking to one right now, looking to supplement that as well. Maybe get back into the selling aspect of it than just being a referral broker. So that would be good, because I could I've done the full-time thing. I get all of that. I know that real estate has been on the backslide for about almost a year and a half to 2 years now, even though that, there are people that are buying and selling. It's not as robust as it was, interest rates, but we are going to start seeing a change. We've been talking about a change probably about for 2 years now. When is the change coming? And frankly, nobody knows. It really is up to the Fed to make that determination, to try to open up the interest rates, to lower the interest rates, even though that an interest rate in and of itself is not the stopping point of getting you into a home. But we do understand that it raises your down payment amount. It raises your monthly mortgage payment, whether or not you can afford it. Some people were only able to afford a certain amount under 3 or 4%. And then when it jacked up to almost 7%, it just pushed them right out of the market. So it's unfortunate. And I am always been on the position that, what the Fed did in, raising the interest rates and the base points and all of that was wrong. I think that even in when we're dealing with the recession, it should have went through a much different opposite position of creating more demand, opening up more opportunities, lowering costs. If you are lowering cost of goods and products and allowing more everything to come in to the United States, then we would have more of an abundance to buy. When you have plenty, prices come down. When you have a scarcity of products and goods, then prices go up because demand raises it. And that's what it's been like in real estate. Real estate is a scarcity market. We have limited inventory, and people take advantage of that, and it's unfortunate. So, people who are in charge, maybe some of them unfortunately shouldn't be in those positions, but that's just the way it is. All right. So what else do I have for you here this morning? I did post on my Facebook, my personal Facebook, I did post a prayer. It was Psalm 91. It's a beautiful prayer, especially for those of us. I mean, any one of us, doesn't really matter what situation that you're in, but there are many of us, and it could be you specifically, that you're going through an issue right now. You're going through a trial. You're going through, a road that you really don't know what's going on. It could be a health issue. It could be a financial issue. It could be a relationship issue. It could be a marriage issue. You could be having complications, things that are dealing with your children, and you're stressed out about it, right? As a Christian, as a believer, I run to the Lord when we are facing our darkest days, or all days. I run to the Lord no matter what, good days and bad days, but he receives us when we come to him and want his help. That's what he's there for. And you want to talk more about that and what it means to you in your life, and where you are in your position. If you're struggling right now, if you're going through a trial, I would say that, and especially with me and my experience, I've gone through many, many trials, personal trials. I've gone through trials in losing my family. I may talk about this in an upcoming podcast, how I lost my entire immediate family. I lost my father, my brother, who is my older brother, and my mother, all in a span of about a year and a half. All right. So it was very difficult for me to go through that. And I know there's many of you out there who have also experienced those type of losses. It is painful. But for me, I hang on to the cloak of the Lord, who satisfies my soul. Satisfies my soul. As a great song is that, no matter what happens, that I am well, right? It is well with my soul. So I appreciate you all coming on. Need anything? Reach out to me. I'm here for you. Greg Angello, Planet One Radio, and we will talk to you all soon. As I always say at the ending, be kind to one another, take care of one another, and love one another. We'll talk to you soon. Take care.